demonstrate how to calibrate a Sigma 150-600 contemporary using Focal software. So the first thing we do is switch the camera on, and this is using a 7D Mark II. So caution measure is if you do have the Canon DPP software loaded, the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to bring up this Eos utility 3, so we need to quit this, and then we go to our Focal software, which is down here, and start this. This is the latest version, which is 2.5. Okay, so first thing we need to do is connect, and it's connected via USB 3. And there we go, so we'll just ignore that for a moment. Okay, so we now go to calibration, and the first thing we need to do is make sure that the camera and lens can see the test target, and it's also at the right distance, which is 12 meters. So we click on start. Okay, so we need to adjust the camera, obviously, so it can see the test target properly. So I'm adjusting that accordingly. And one thing we do need to do is, for the sake of the calibration, is switch the stabilizer on the lens, and it will actually tell us on here, lens settings, to switch the stabilizer off. Okay. So now when you make minute adjustments, as I have just done, it's not so jerky. There you go, camera settings. So it's saying to me the camera should be on one shot as opposed to servo autofocus. So I'm just going to stop that and change that accordingly. And it should also be on single focusing point. Okay, so we'll just go start again. It still reminds about the image stabilization. It's just a prompt, that's it. So program settings is telling me that the ISO is set to 1250 instead of 100. We need to make sure the ISO is high to compensate for the fact the stabilizer is switched off, and then we need the minimum shutter speed to match the focal length of the lens and more, because it's 1.6 crop factor. So we're fine there. Okay, so now we can close this, and now what we can do is we can start the procedure. So click on start, and what it's going to do is it'll take one picture, and it's telling us that obviously we're on 1250, I'm going to ignore that. Okay, so on the left hand side where it says no data here, it will show us an image in a moment of test shot before calibration. Okay, right. So now we go through the procedure of the different micro adjustment values. So I'm going to set my 7D Mark II as stipulated to -20. Then it will take a picture at -10. It will then take a picture at +10 and at +20, and then it will give us a calculated, predicted value here. Well, this is work in progress, so we'll come up with a value here, and it will probably change accordingly as we go through the sequence. There you go, -10. If you put the wrong value in, the software will actually tell you that you've actually inputted the wrong value. And it takes 2 shots, 1 focused, 1 defocused. So it's taken 6 shots so far. +10. And what we're looking at the test chart here, so we need this to be as high up here as possible. So it's kind of predicting +6. Okay, +20. So the recommendation here is that it needs +6 of adjustment in order to make this as sharp as it can be. What we can do when this is actually finished, we'll save this and I'll show you a comparison so you can compare it to other users using the same combination. So it's +6. So obviously we need a higher value as possible, so hence the reason why +6 is showing as a higher value there. That's 1400, so +6 listing here. There we go. Now you do have to be a little bit careful of movement, so you do need to make sure that you do have a steady tripod on both the legs and your head. So this is saying +6. Okay, so now if I go to compare, we can compare other users. So here we go. This is the range that other users have experienced. So some people experience at 600mm -10. Others as much as about -18, but most people are in the range from about -5 to about +15. And having calibrated quite a few Sigma lenses, most of them do tend to be plus values as opposed to minus values at the 600mm end. So this is working out at about +6, as we can see. So we'll just go back to settings, and then we can save the report, and you can obviously evaluate that later. So essentially that's how you calibrate using the Focal software. Obviously you can use the dock as well if you wish. Obviously you can use the dock for calibrating at infinity, because this is at 12 meters.